Okay.
Hello, everybody. This is Holy Fitness. I'm Fred, the coordinator of this program. And just a couple of main points. We have a cool down and a warm up session. And we have three main focuses on our program. The first is aerobic exercises. We also have a section for balance exercises. And we also have strength exercises. All three components are geared towards preventing falls in older adults. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Kathy for our warm-up exercises.
Okay, let's march. Good morning. It's a great day. Okay, let's do some shoulder rolls forward. We're just warming up. And back. Really isolate that shoulder. And forward. And back. And forward. Shrug a bit. And then some arm circles forward. Back. And forward. And back. And now we're going to do our neck. We're going to make sure we're in line with our spine, looking back as far as we can, bringing our lower lip above our upper lip 10 times. Come center, look to one side, really stretching that neck so you can see the traffic in the neck. From center and to one side, the other side. Come center and pinch those ears a bit just to get the blood flowing. And go back to the first side. Come center to the other side. And center. Let's take our ear to shoulder. center, other ear to other shoulder. Center one more time. Keep your shoulders down. Center and this final side. Okay, and then we do hamstring curls, bending at the knees. Lightly warming up this morning. And let's turn that into a heel tap, bring it out front, ta-da. Tapping your heels on the floor in front of you. And let's get up on our toes. Up on our toes and down on our heels. Up 10 times. Making sure you're starting that deep breathing. Okay, and it's time for Mr. Fred.
Okay, let's start our aerobic section by marching in place. And heel tap back and press down.
Can you raise the volume?
Let's march. And hooks with our shallow knee bends. And let's march. And high knees. let's march. And jabs, again with our shallow knee bends. And let's march. And grapevine stepping behind. And let's march. And uppercuts, again with our shallow knee bends. And let's march. Heel taps out in front. And chest press. And let's march. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Let's march. And side step touch, and arm twists. And let's march. Let's go swimming. Also using shallow knee bends for this exercise as well. And backstroke. And breaststroke. And let's march. And let's go to our chairs and ride our bicycles. And backwards. And forwards. And backwards. And forwards. And let's row our boats. And let's get up and march. And 4 steps forward. And single leg high knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 4 steps back. And the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and forward again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and backwards. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let's march. And toe tap back and ski pole arms. Just like we're out doing some cross-country skiing. And let's march. And single leg side step with wide arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let's march. And 3 steps forward. And that's it for aerobics. Grab your water. And it's time to go into our balance exercises. And standing with our feet close together and shifting our weight onto our toes. And shifting our weight back onto our heels. And shifting our weight to one side, all the weight onto that one leg. And shifting our weight to the other side, all the weight onto the other leg. And come center again and shifting our weight forward. And shifting our weight back onto our heels. And shifting our weight to one side. And shifting our weight to the other side. And come center and crossing our arms in front and twisting side to side. Only twisting at our waist, our hips remain forward. And come center again, back to our starting position, and heel to toe stance. And relax. And the other foot forward. And relax. And back to our starting position, and take both arms and reach them forward as far as you can. And swing one arm to the side and reach. And swing it behind you and reach. And swing the other arm to the side and reach. And swing it behind you and reach. And both arms forward again. And swing one arm to the side. And swing it behind you. And swing the other arm to the side. And swing it behind you. And come center again. Then time for one leg stand. And relax. And the other leg. And relax. And it's time for Mr. Bob.
Thank you, Mr. Fred, appreciate it. Now we're going to continue on our strength balance exercise, but with movement. And so we're going to be walking around the room with our heads turning right, turning left, looking up, looking down, and just keep the movement going as you walk.
Really? The hell is he doing?
Now, stepping over objects, you got to just pretend that there's grandchildren or somebody and they left a whole bunch of stuff on the floor and you got to walk past it and navigate without getting hurt. So just imagine some objects all over the place and you're skipping them or missing them. But you got to lift your legs up as high as you can to get over them because some are pretty high. Some are like boxes and stuff. And now we'll do a little heel to toe walking. Simple, just put one foot in front of the other, go forward a couple steps, backwards a couple steps, repeat, then take a right, couple steps, heel to toe walking. And just keep mixing this up, back and forth, heel to toes, changing your direction. These are all to improve your balance. These are some of the most important of the exercises because as we age, our balance isn't what it was when we were in our youth. And I, for one, have fallen several times. So these things, this type of exercise has been a godsend. And now we're going to turn in a circle. Can't see me, but that's all right. Just go right, go maybe a 3/4 turn, go left, 3/4 turn, go right a 1/4 turn, maybe left 1/4 turn, then do a whole turn. Just mix it up and make it work. Sometimes I'll do a turn and a half, but don't keep going around in one direction. To improve our balance, not to get dizzy. Now we're going to be returning to our chairs, and we're going to do 30 seconds of sit to stands. Once you're seated well, and it looks like we're all ready, so let's get started. 30 seconds. So that ends balance exercises. Now we're going to work on our strength exercises for the upper body. So we all apply our weights. And when you select your weights, take a little time when you're evaluating how much weight you want to take. Too much weight is not good for you when you first get started. And 2.5 pounds maybe would be good to get started. And then as you progress, maybe later you could improve upon that. And so now we're all back to our seats and ready to go. And we start with arm bending. And everything's at 10. We all do 10 reps of every one of these exercises for strength for upper body. Your count. Upon completion, lean a little forward, arms going back. We're not throwing arms, we're just moving our arms. These are all strength building exercises. And then to the side, and we continue our 10 count. I like to hold my core muscles tight while I do these. I'm squeezing your buns and your stomach. To the front. 10. Like to hold it just for a second up there. That stops the swinging of the arms. Just you're using your strength to lift them. Overhead press, reach for the sky. Keeping your core tight as the best you can. And everything's a 10. Seated crunches. These are just simple, fold your arms or put them someplace safe. You can have them behind your head, but just go forward and then back as far as you can. You don't have to touch the ground or go way, way back, but just a good, comfortable movement. And everything's a 10. We're going to repeat the upper body and starting again with arm bending and 10. Tighten your core. Arms going back. Lean a little forward and just lift your arms back. Don't throw them back. Let the muscle do it, the strength. And then to the side. Just hold it up on top for a second. And then to the front. Overhead press. And let's crunch it. Upon completion, let's move our weights to our ankles. And we'll strengthen our lower body. Everybody return to your seated position just for the first one. And knee straightening and 10. Just lift your leg. Not quickly, just a nice gentle rise. And other leg and 10. Upon completion, let's return to a standing position. And we're going to be doing knee bends. Just lift your leg up so it bends your knee. And 10. Each time you touch your toe to stop any kind of momentum. And then the other knee bending. Always find something to hold on to, just so you don't lose your balance and cause a fall. Then leg lift forward. Other leg forward. And everything's a 10. And then backwards. Other leg backward. And then to the side. Always holding on to something, keeping a good grip. Then the other leg side. Finish up the first set. Toe stands. Come up on your toes, back on your heels, lifting your toes. And you're counting to 10. Returning to your seat, and we'll repeat. Lower body strength. And it looks like we're all ready, so let's get started. Knees straightening and 10. Other leg, knees straightening. Returning to a standing position upon completion. Keeping a good hold on either a wall or a chair. And let's start with our knee bending and 10. Other knee bending. Leg lifts forward. Other leg lift forward. Then leg lifts backward. And everything's a 10. Keeping a good hold of your chair. Other leg lift backward. And then to the side. And then to the other side leg. And then finishing up, toe stands. All right, now we're going to go to our devotion. Kathy's here for that.
Uh-huh. I was trying to think what I was gonna have. Is your boy child there? Is your boy child? Well, I started to call last night and I didn't.
Sandy,
Kathy, you can mute her as the host.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, they brought those dogs.
There you go. Okay. It says I cannot minimize this while recording. Oh dear. There we go. I hope are we still recording?
Just keep going, Kathy.
Yes, sir. I will. I am perfectly with you, perpetually, taking care of you. That is the most important fact of your existence. I am not limited by time or space. My presence with you is forever a promise. You need not fear the future, for I am already there. When you make that quantum leap into eternity, you will find me waiting for you in heaven. Your future is in my hands. I release it to you day by day, moment by moment. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow. I want you to live this day abundantly, seeing all there is to see, doing all there is to do. Don't be distracted by future concerns. Leave them to me. Each day of life is a glorious gift, but so few people know how to live within the confines of today. Much of their energy for abundant living spills over the timeline into tomorrow's worries or past regrets. Their remaining energy is sufficient only for limping through the day, not for living it to the full. I am training you to keep your focus on my presence in the present. This is how to receive abundant life, which flows freely from my throne of grace. From Matthew. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has its trouble of its own kind. And from John, the thief comes only to steal and to kill and destroy. I have come that they might have life and have it to the full. And from James, now listen, you who say, today or tomorrow, we will go and do this in that city and spend a year there, carry on our business and make money. Why do you do not even know what will happen tomorrow? What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a while and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if it is the Lord's will, we will live and do this or that. Amen. Okay, so let's start breathing, doing our breathing, 10 deep breaths. Let's out our arms. Add our digging. Dig in with our fingers, stretch our hands, wrists and elbows and really dig down. And dig it back up. Twist. And let's go with our hand up in the air, bending and stretching, pulling that one arm as you feel the stretch and breathe. And wrap. Give yourself a hug. If you're watching this, then you're doing that on your own. That's great. If you miss one, you can do that. That's wonderful. Keep your schedule 3 times a week. It really helps. And the other arm up in the air and bend and pull. And wrap. Deep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And let's wrap it this way. Push towards the screen and breathe. And round and bring it back behind your head, straightening your spine very nicely. Like we should always sit like that. Do we? I know I don't. But I work on it. Come to the praying position. Hands together, shoulders down, elbows up. Neck on top of your spine. In direct alignment. Breathe. And throw it out. Release the tension in your hands, all that tension you put in there, throw it out. Okay. And then we go to our lower body, where you can see in Mr. Fred's square how to go towards your toe. Keep your knees straight. Bring your toe towards your nose. Keep stretching and breathing. Go a little bit farther. You can. And round it up, go to the other knee, other leg, other toe, other hand. And pull those toes back, stretch towards them, keep your knees straight. Breathe. Round it back up. Let's go to one side of the chair where we're making our knee perpendicular to the floor. And this is an added stretch that we do.
Calls from Woodbridge VA. Calls from Woodbridge VA.
Okay, and the other side. And up. Are you breathing? Mhm. Okay, and let's get up. Use our chair now. And we're doing our cheerleaders where we bend one knee. Breathing. Mhm. Your battery is running low.
Yeah, plug in.
The other side.
Good catch there.
Okay. Tie the toe. We're pulling out one foot in front, hovering our knee over our toes, and then peeking at our toes, sending that back leg into a really good stretch. And breathing. And switch. Hide the toe. Send the back leg into the heel. Stretching, keeping that foot flat in the back. And stretch. And let's bring our feet together, and we're going up on our toes, breathing in and back on our heels, breathing out. We're coordinating that breath. Now we're going to go up with our hands up, and we're going to lock our fingers, either our fingers or our thumb. And we're going to put tension into our arms, pulling them apart, but not pulling them apart. Breathing. And down, ragdoll it down. Loosen the hips, loosen the knees, loosen the arms, kind of like a ragdoll. If you can touch the floor, do that. If you can't, reach for it. And up and pull with that thumb. Put tension. Breathe. And release, down. One more time down, ragdoll. Loosen the knees, loosen the hips, loosen the shoulders, loosen the arms. Loose. And this is our final, yay, we did it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good day now.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. You too.
Bye.
Kathy,
Yes,
are you still collecting stuff for the basket?
I can, yes. Mhm.
Okay, I want to send you a gift card if that's okay.
Oh, that would be great.
Any particular place?
Well, whatever you want, really, it would be fine. We're, we have enough for the sporting good one. So whatever you want, if you want to do a restaurant or if you have one that you want to give, that's,
Okay,
okay.
all right. I'll
right.
send it to you. Thank you. Sorry
Thank
for.
you.
so late.